So we're through with this part of the jacket, and now let's go on into what becomes the collar. So we're ABCs, we left off with E and F, and now G is going to be 1/4 inch over from A here on this shoulder seam. And this gets confusing as, you know, their marks right on top of each other here, but that's G. We want to place our ruler up to create the back neckline. Now, I didn't mention to you that this is determined by the measurement of the back neck on the pattern. So let's pretend that this is center back on my jacket pattern, and I measure this exactly. And I just happen to know that my pattern is 3 1/2 inches. I've measured that before. And then I add 1/8 of an inch. So the measurement that I want to go from here up to here is 3 3/8 inches, because that equals the center back, the back neckline of the back jacket pattern plus 1/8 of an inch. Because see, this becomes the back of the collar. Now I placed my ruler at G on 3 3/8 of an inch, but while I'm doing that, I also have to be able to touch down on this curved line here. So let's go up 3 3/8 of an inch to here. And then we're marking over 1/2 inch from there. And we want to make this a slightly curved line. And the curve is going to come into halfway at this point here. So I'll switch over to my curve ruler. And I'll make this gradually, very gradually, curve into that line. Yeah, like this. Just as long as I get it back in here about halfway. And this part now, so this equals the neck of the collar. This is misunderstood, what I'm now going to do. You need to make sure you're doing a right angle here at this point and coming up 2 3/4 inch. And this is determining the back neck measurement of the collar. So let's mark this CB. And here at midpoint, let's come out 2 3/4 also, so that we keep an even width of that collar as we come on down. Down here, for what's going to be the collar point, I want to come up 1 3/4 inch for what will be the collar point, but I need 3/4 of an inch in between the collar point and the lapel. So right here, and that will not, this mark won't count. So this space in here is 3/4 of an inch, but this point here is 1 3/4. Now I can go ahead and start making my collar. So this is the outside shape of the collar, gets a curve here, and now slightly curves into where it's going to be at this point. So I'll give myself just a really soft line, and then I can put my French curve onto that. Just very gradual curve here. Okay, and then it's going pretty much straight right here. All right, let's finish off this corner. Okay, so that becomes the collar. But I also want to show you that there is a stand here happening in this collar. And for this particular draft, it's a 1 inch stand. So here at center back, you would mark up 1 inch. And that stand is going to come down to where this point, because this is all the roll line. Let's just mark that so we remember. I'll go darker here. It's the roll line. And we need a roll line that will come through the collar and down to that point to join up, like this. So that's the stand of the collar. The outside edge is called the style line. The style line can be changed many, many ways, and your book shows you, this could have all different kinds of shapes and widths and so on. And this can have various grain lines. Most commonly, the grain line is going to be here because this is the center back fold. And so most commonly, it's going to be going this direction. However, it could be going this way, or it could also be bias. So various ways that grain can occur with the collar. I want to show you this one, which is cleaner and is color-coded. So the jacket is in, I think that's purple or black, one or the other. It's dark. I've gone ahead and put the darts in, the extensions marked, the center front's marked. Over here you see his lapel. I put the roll line in green, both on the jacket and on the collar. The collar is all in red. Now, take a look here. You see the jacket is going to be, the pattern of the jacket's going to come up like this. And the collar is in red, and it's going to look like that. In fact, here is what the collar pattern will look like after you trace it off of this draft. And then this can be adjusted in so many ways, like you see in my PowerPoint and in the textbook. You can just change this so that you don't have just a 1-inch stand, but it could actually be a partial roll or a flat collar. Lots of different ways that can be changed. I didn't, when I was demonstrating, I didn't say all the ABCs. But it's easiest for you to follow along in the textbook and just remember, okay, that was A, this was B, this C is here, D is there, and so on. I stopped after a while and I didn't say, J, K, L, and so on. But I will tell you that it does make it easier when you're first learning this to remember, all the ABCs on the draft.
Okay.